Criterion dick jokes. It's the sort of thing you guys come here for, right? Good evening, everyone. My name is Steelbook. Welcome back to my channel. So first, some brief housekeeping before we get into this rather sizable Blu-ray update. I do apologize for the lack of content on the channel as of late. October's just really been busy, just a lot going on, you know. But I actually have a pretty large slew of videos planned, so it's really just a matter of finding the time to make them at this point. It's also my first time shooting a video down here in a while, so that's fun. I don't know if y'all missed this lovely backdrop here, but we've done quite a bit of rearranging down here, so it looks a bit different, but it's always a work in progress. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yammering on here, and let's go ahead and get started. So this is just a general Blu-ray update for today. I haven't done one in a couple weeks, and the stack was really getting quite large, and there's actually a second stack that I wanted to make its own video about, but so this is just kind of odds and ends of purchases the last couple weeks. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. This is not a new pickup. I already talked about this in a video, but I just wanted to talk about it real quick. It's the Walmart slipcover version of Everything Everywhere All at Once, and as you can see, I've actually gone ahead and affixed googly eyes to it. I bought this slipcover because I wanted to do this, and I was going to get googly eyes for it, but then I remembered that my friend Cheyenne actually had sent me some googly eyes as a little fun surprise bonus gift, I guess, when she sold me her copy of The Haunting. I opened the package and a bunch of googly eyes spilled out. So I kind of been hanging on to them for something. I don't really know. But as it turned out, they fit pretty perfectly. There was even one big enough for this guy here, which is pretty fun. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I thought this was a fun little idea. I kind of stole it from Basement Blues. He did the same thing. But I thought it was a cute idea, and it was pretty easy. I was waiting for like glue dots or something, and then I just decided fuck it, and I Gorilla Glued this shit on because, like, I don't know, when am I gonna take them off? And like, no matter how I glue it, I'm gonna destroy the slipcover if I try to pull them off. So use what I got. But there's that guy. Okay, so the next couple titles here are from Eureka Entertainment. They're from the Masters of Cinema collection. Now, I bought these direct from the website because that Dr. Caligari 4K went up for pre-order, and I absolutely want that shit, and I want to make sure it doesn't sell out, and I get all the bells and whistles with it. So I bought that, and then I thought I'd go ahead and buy some other stuff while I'm still, while I was there. And I'd been looking for this copy of The Chant of Jimmy Blacksmith for some time. Kino Lorber actually did a Region A release of this, but this has a lot more special features on it, and it has a much better cover art, I think. Give you a quick tour of it. It's a dual format, and you get a booklet, so you get your Blu-ray and your DVD, and that image is what's on the reversible cover art. I actually had a hard time picking, because I think they're both really sick, but I'm really into that. It's fucking sick. This is a really great film about, like, injustice against indigenous people and like a very satisfying retribution. It's pretty good. So been meaning to grab this for a minute. I also wanted to get this while I was over there. I had wanted this anyway, and I was kind of waiting for Orbit to get copies of it, but while I was there I thought, why not? I got their new edition of Carl Dreyers Vampire. Now, can you see it? I have the Criterion edition of this, but the reason I bought this is because Guillermo del Toro does an exclusive commentary on this, and Guillermo del Toro is one of my favorite people, and especially one of my favorite people to listen to talk about movies. So, they had this old DVD with that commentary on it for ages, and I almost pulled the trigger on it so many times because I just really want that commentary. And then they announced that they were reissuing it, and the limited edition sold out pretty fast, but that's okay, because I really just wanted the commentary. It comes with a nice booklet. There's no reversible, but they did like a kind of Criterion style reversible cover art, or alternate, like, back art, I guess. I don't know what you call it when it's not supposed to be reversed, but... Now, here's a fun fact for you all about Eureka, and why I highly recommend shopping directly from their website. Their shipping is free. They ship directly from the UK to the US for free. And there's no limit on that. You can get one item, you can get 100 items, it ships to your door for free. It gets crazier. So I ordered 3 things, right? One of them was already in stock. This one was coming out like the next week, and Caligari doesn't come out till December. So I sent them an email and I was like, hey, just wanted to double check with you. I'm guessing that this all isn't going to ship until December when Caligari is in stock. And I just wanted to confirm that because that's like totally fine with me. And they were like, no, we ship them as they're available. So I got those two in 2 separate packages. And I'm going to get a third one for Caligari. All for the cool cost of $0 to ship that to me. So I don't have the fucking slightest idea how they do that because international shipping rates ain't cheap. But they do it. They have a lot of great titles. They're kind of like the UK's Criterion, I guess, other than Criterion because they do release stuff over there. But you know what I mean. The Masters of Cinema line is kind of like, it fills in a lot of those gaps if you don't want to import stuff if you're in the UK. But then it also gives you an opportunity that generally have more special features and a nicer package than, like, say, when Kino does the Region A release. I noticed a lot of overlap between Kino and Criterion for this stuff. So next, I went to Plan 9 Records here in Richmond for some reason. I don't quite remember what. And I saw that they had this new edition of Rouge by Stanley Kwan. This is by number 1129. This just came out like a few months ago. In fact, at the July sale, I almost grabbed it. But they had this in pristine condition for $15. So that is a significant discount off of the sale price. And, you know, these go pretty fast over at Plant 9 because they price them right and they get good stuff. But I always make a beeline straight for that little section when I go there. And sometimes I find real gems like this one. So beautiful artwork. Yeah, it's like a Hong Kong LGBT film, I think. And the supplements on here are just amazing. So I've really been wanting this for a minute and super stoked to have it in the collection. Okay, next. My friends over at Chasing Labels have a new partnership with OrbitDVD, and they were offering a one-time use coupon of 15% off of their site. So I had kind of waited till the 11th hour on this because I don't know, I'm an obsessive person and I wanted to really get the best possible savings I could and the best possible combination of items. Ugh. I mean, I got a pretty good stack, so I'm happy with it. But yeah, so it's stacked with the free shipping if you get 3 things. So I got 3 titles here. A 4K, a Region B Blu-ray, and a DVD. A DVD on Celeste's channel? What's going on? You'll see. Let's start with the 4K. So I got this new Screen Factory edition of Army of Darkness. Screen Factory has not been in my good graces lately. I think that they are super overrated, and I think that they put out studio level products at a boutique level price. And I don't know. I just think if it's slacking like crazy lately, and whatever. But I've been waiting for this for years, since it was first announced that it was going to be happening. And I have that Evil Dead set, and I wanted to complete the trilogy, especially for October, because it's part of my 31 Days of Halloween challenge. So we got it in. Came in pretty good condition. Got this nifty slip. No reversible cover art, because why would you do reversible cover art? Screen Factory. You've probably seen 100 unboxings of this, but just a quick little tour. I mean, this shit is pretty loaded up, you know? I will say it looks like they did a good job with this release, so I'm happy about that. And, you know, it's a great film. It's a classic Bruce Campbell, Sam Raimi joint. The slipcover is not wide enough, so it's getting caught on things, but this thing is a brick, and it was a pretty reasonable price after the 15% off. I think I got it for like 20 bucks and change or something like that, so pretty good stuff there. And OrbitDVD comes in clutch and like explicitly tells you when things come with the slip, so you don't have to sit there and play the guessing game. You can just purchase with confidence. So I'm a huge fan of those guys. The next thing I bought is this Cradle of Filth concert DVD. It's a heavy left-handed and candid. It's got this absolutely abysmal artwork on it. Yeah, I've found two of their concert DVDs out in the wild before, but that's been years and years since I've seen another one. And this was like $8, you know, before the discount. So I wanted something cheap to kind of get me over the free shipping hurdle. There's a lot of stuff on here. It looks pretty good. It comes with a little booklet. Let me cover, I don't know if I can even show this. There's titties in here, so I guess I won't. But there's a booklet and disc art, and yeah, Cradle of Filth are one of my favorite bands. They're one of my favorite visual bands, especially their aesthetics. Okay, I feel like their aesthetics are either absolutely hideous or like exactly what I like and 100% on point. And this cover art, I think, falls into the former, but I imagine, like, this is a pretty primo era for them, so I'm excited to check it out. And this kind of stuff, I buy concert DVDs mostly when I'm buying DVDs. Like, that makes up the bulk of my DVD collection, because that stuff, there's really not a market for Blu-ray most of the time, and it just kind of languished and didn't really, it's not going to be on a streaming service, and some of them aren't free on YouTube, and when they are, they're butt-ass quality, so I like to get these sorts of things when I can. So there's that. And the last item that I got from that Orbit haul, because there's more, is this indicator edition of Frank Perry's The Swimmer. Now, I am a huge Frank Perry fan, and I'm a huge fan of this film. I got the number 3,162 out of 5,000. That's pretty neat. This had been in and out of stock on their site like 4 times over before I finally caught it in time. And this was the main thing I was waiting for to use my coupon, because it's expensive to import this stuff, and Orbit gets it for good prices. Like, this was like 20 bucks for this nice hard box case. And let me go ahead and do a little unboxing for you, because I think this title went a little bit under the radar. There's your reversible cover art. You got a pretty chunky booklet here. You got Burt Lancaster in his jimmies there. Pretty good. And you get this sweet poster. And I'm not sure which side I want to hang up. While I'm opening this up, let's talk about The Swimmer for a second. This is a really great, sort of strange, experimental, like, psychological breakdown and shattering of a man. I'm a big fan of it. Check out The Swimmer if you get a chance. Grindhouse Releasing did the one in the States, which is very strange, but I think this indicator is probably the one to get. There's that side. I don't know. What do you guys think? Here's the thing. I like the writing on this better, but I much prefer the colors on this. So, I don't know. Frank Perry is the director of Mommy Dearest and Diary of a Mad Housewife, 2 films which I'm also a huge fan of. So yeah, I really love his stuff, like, as a director, and I need to seek out the rest of his filmography, I think, because I've just been consistently very impressed. So there's another one of these chunky numbers here for the old indicator collection. Can't see them, but I have a few of them. The only thing is these fucking J cards. Ugh. I hate them. I don't know what to do with them, but for now they stay. Okay, I placed another order at Orbit, except this was just a standalone. I was proud of myself in that I didn't force myself to find 2 other things that I didn't really need. I just went ahead and bit the bullet and paid, what, $3, $4 for shipping for this. This is the new umbrella import of Martyrs with this embossed slipcover on it. There's that, and there's that. Ooh, I probably got to be careful showing this one. There's some pretty brutal stuff on it. Oh, there's a panel with Alexandra West on this. I love her so much. I feel like I've been shouting her out a lot on this channel because I buy a lot of discs because she's on them. Because I'm such a big fan of, like, her podcast and just her as a person. So this sold out like really quick, and then they got some more copies in, and I just like panic bought it. I guess I don't know how rare this actually is. I think I might have jumped the gun a little bit, but whatever. I wanted this film anyway, and it's nice to have it with this lovely slip on it. So I can't show this. I can show this. There's your original poster art. Let me be strategic here. There's the back of it. I think I'm good here too. Yeah. And there's the inside. Martyrs is a really great film. If you've not seen it, it's pretty intense. Like, it is probably as bad as you've heard it is in terms of the gore and the psychological breakdown that occurs here in both the characters and the viewer. I mean, I think this definitely falls in like that torture porn category, but it's like better because it's, you know, it's like the new French Extremity thing. Yeah, look how beautiful that artwork is. Holy shit. It's so good. And, you know, you get the reversible, so I get both. Hell yeah. Anyway, I'm a big fan of this film. Check it out. Okay, last order from OrbitDVD this time. So right after I placed my order at the Criterion sale, I think it was the next day, something like that, in like the wee hours of it, Orbit was like, hey, what a cool idea. We just had 30% off all of our Criterion titles. Which, you know, is not as good if you're getting them new, because I think they have them priced at like $28 to $35 or something, depending on availability and format. But they actually have really good prices on their used ones. They're like 16, 17 bucks a piece, I think. And so with the discount, I got these 3 for $12 a piece with free shipping, which is amazing because they came in immaculate condition, and 2 of these are very new. So let's talk about them. The first one is Miracle in Milan. This is spine number 1119. So this just came out this year, I think. I talked about it a bit on the last live stream I did with James. 20th and 21st movies. Get some beautiful artwork inside. I love this release, and I love this film. Vittorio De Sica is the director here, the director of Bicycle Thieves as well. I don't know if this is better than Bicycle Thieves, but I think it's probably as good. It's very different in tone, but there's still that kind of anti-capitalist, sort of bleak Italian neorealist element to it. It's just also like drenched in under the facade of like this kind of fun fantasy adventure. There's some really fucking whack and out of place blackface shots in this that really like shocked me and took me out of it, and I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, what is that about? So I don't know what that's doing there, but aside from that flaw, it's a really great film. It's a Janus Films release, so it's on the Criterion channel, and it will be as long as that exists, so go check it out. Next is Lynn Ramsey's Ratcatcher. This is Spine 162. This is the reissue that they did for the Blu-ray, because the DVD it was just kind of been languishing on DVD land for quite some time. It's another Janus releasing. There's your back. Beautiful stuff, as always. Criterion. Still the gold standard. Come at me on that. Still the best in the game. I don't know. Depends on what we're talking about. But in terms of curation, in terms of restorations, in terms of supplements, they're the best, I think. And then in terms of packaging and artwork, it's like them and Vinegar Syndrome are neck and neck, I think. Kino's been really swinging for the fences lately, but I'm a Criterion stan at heart. Anyway, a huge fan of Lynn Ramsey. I've seen Morven Keller and We Need to Talk About Kevin, and those are both brilliant, awesome films. I just think she has such a unique voice and such like great things to bring to the table. She's such a brilliant and bleak storyteller. I'm really excited about this. I know Barry Jenkins is a fan of this if you watched his Criterion Closet video. This either came out early this year or at the tail end of last year, so it is pretty new, and I think highly unlikely for a 4K. So for 12 bucks. And then the last one from that little haul is Nicholas Ray's They Live by Night. Again, I try to be strategic on these things. I wanted to get something that I've already seen because I need to cool it with the blind buying, you know? This is by number 880. It's from the director of In a Lonely Place, which is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, film noirs of all time. There's that. This is a noir release, but it's not that new. Like, it's pre-4K for Criterion, so, you know, there's always that risk, but I saw that this is a new 2K digital restoration. I highly doubt, because this isn't like a huge title, I highly doubt they're going to go back in the vault, rescan it at 4K, and then put out a 4K disc of it. Like, the chances of that are like 1%, I think. And then if another label does it, whatever, I still want this edition for the extras and because I'm a simp. Anyway, let's talk about the film for a second. They Live by Night is a pretty fun, like, lovers on the run, sort of stylish noir. I wasn't as stoked on it as I was on some of his other films, like The Lusty Men, which really needs a Criterion release. That film is excellent. And of course, In a Lonely Place. This didn't live up to those, so I think I was a little bit disappointed, but I'll be really excited to have this in the collection and give it another shot at some point. I think this is a grower, not a shower, if you will. Criterion dick jokes is the sort of thing you guys come here for, right? Highbrow content. I'm always marketing myself as like, oh, we go deep on this channel, and I'm just here making dick jokes. Okay, so this is just a random Amazon deal. This was up for 10 bucks. I kind of regret not picking this up last year because it had a nice slip on it, and this didn't come with that, but that's okay. It's not that important. It's about the films, right? Right? Yeah. It's Godzilla versus Kong. This came out last year, the year before? I don't know. I don't like this film very much, to be perfectly honest with you, but I'm such a big Godzilla fan that I kind of want everything, even the shitty American ones. And this isn't shitty, it's just kind of lame, and I really hate the conspiracy theory element to it that is vindicated. That aged like, I mean, fucking yogurt in the sun or something. Like, not great, that one. But the visuals and the audio on this should be absolutely stunning, and I am planning on doing a rewatch of it when I get to it, because I'm nearing the end of my Godzilla, like, I don't know, watch through of every single one of them. There's a lot of films, so it's taking me a while, but you know, I'll soon be able to say that I've seen all of them, and then with the context of having seen every Japanese film, I'm gonna go ahead and rewatch this trilogy. So I'll be on the lookout for King of the Monsters, but I wanted to pick this up for 10 bucks. Two more. So I've been wanting this. I've had this in my wish list for like 2 years at this point. It's the Mill Creek 20 film Hammer collection. I'm a big fan of Hammer horror films. Go ahead and pause and let you see the fucking assortment or treasure box of films that are included on this. I've heard that these transfers aren't like stunning or amazing, but for 20 films, like, I'll watch them and see which ones I think are worthy of getting like a nicer edition, and then in the meantime I just have them, you know. But let me talk about my story behind this before I talk about some of the films on here. This went on Amazon for like $35, which is the lowest I've ever seen it, and it really wasn't in the budget, but I was like, fuck it, I need it, just do it. And then it showed up, and it didn't come with the booklet. There was supposed to be a booklet, and I was like, is it a digital booklet? Is it like not actually showing up? Is that like a lie or something? It's this booklet, actually. Not much to it. I mean, you get all the posters, and I think there's like oh wow, there's not even like an essay in here. So it's really nothing, but you know, if it's supposed to come with it, I want it, right? And then I had actually seen that Walmart had it for $30 through, it was like deep discount selling on Walmart's site, I guess. I don't know. It came in a deep discount package. I thought, what a perfect opportunity to, one, get it cheaper, and two, get my booklet. So I returned it on Amazon, I ordered it through there, and it came with the booklet in perfect condition. Well, it's bent, but whatever. And I saved like $5. So that's pretty tight. Anyway, The Revenge of Frankenstein is like such a good film. I love that one. Indicator has a release of it, so I'll have to see how this stacks up to that, because I've seen the Indicator. I rented it and I remember what it looks like, so hopefully it looks comparable. It's not going to have the extras that that has though, and I love the film, so I don't know, maybe one day I'll end up double dipping on that guy. But I love the Hammer Frankenstein films, and that one might be my favorite. It's either that or Frankenstein Created Woman. I think that one's really great. And then the other one I've seen, actually, is a picture of it right here. Pirates of Blood River. This was an old Twilight Time release that I also rented, because like Indicator also put out a set of like Hammer adventure films, I guess, like the non-traditional horror stuff. And you got Christopher Lee playing like just like a morally bankrupt pirate, I guess. The film is so good. Like, it had a pretty lukewarm reception. Like, actually, I think it has a pretty bad reception. I think it's on, like, I have a list of like my contrarian takes or whatever on Letterboxd. I think that's on there because it has like a 2 point something, and I thought it was great. Like, I thought it was so good. I don't know, like, if you're into like Hammer horror and swashbucklers, like, it's both of those things, and it has a lot of interesting characters and a lot of interesting themes, and I think it's pretty tight. Alright, so the last one for today. Me and my partners were at Target recently doing some shopping, and I saw they had one copy of this left, and I was like, hey Avery, is this something you were looking for? And she was like, yes, it is. So this is actually something Avery bought. This is her purchase, not mine, but unfortunately she had something else going on tonight, and she was just like, go ahead and film the video without me, it's fine. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about it on her behalf. It's this Target exclusive Steelbook of Bell. So I put the only a Target sticker over here. I have it in my protective case, but I'm gonna go and take it out because it's beautiful and I'd like to show it off. So you get this kind of J card that just kind of comes right off, which is kind of nice, honestly. It's not wrapping around and shit. Anyway, so here's the front. Here's I love the back artwork. I just think it's gorgeous. There's no digital in here or anything, but there is a Blu-ray and a DVD and some inside art, so that's pretty cool. Avery's really into the anime stuff. She has her own like little personal anime collection. We have like a whole section for it on our shelf here. So yeah, we've never seen that one, but I think it was like 25. That had been on her watch list for a while. I know that there's a 4K out now, and I kind of have mixed feelings about that because I looked and it's expensive, and I think right now it's only available in like the big box limited edition set, so I don't necessarily want to dive into that. And I love this steelbook, like I love this artwork. I think it's worth having twice. But unfortunately, I was reading reviews that said that this transfer is not very good, and it fixes that in the 4K. So, like, whatever, we'll watch it. And if it's really that good, we can always upgrade it and keep both. But in the meantime, we have this guy. And this was the last one on the shelf, and I tried to see it on the website, and it was sold out, so I don't know. Glad to get it. But that's it. That's the lengthy hodgepodge video for today. I hope you all enjoyed this. It's been nice doing this again. I haven't done a Blu-ray update in a minute. I put up a review of Barbarian, the new Zach Cregger film that has underperformed, but I'm really proud of it, so I would really appreciate if you check that out if you've seen the film. It's on HBO Max now, so you should go check it out. and then watch my video, because it is really good, I think. I'm proud of it, and the film is excellent. So please like the video. That helps me out. It's free, and you'd be doing me a solid. Helps grow the channel, etc. I'm doing my best to build a thoughtful, inclusive, and kind community here on YouTube, so thoughtful and kind comments are greatly appreciated. I really love interacting with my audience, and I love reading the things that you guys have to say, so feel free to leave me as many comments as you like. Just keep pausing the video, commenting, do whatever you want. Like, I will read and respond to all of them. So subscribe to the channel. We're getting close, gradually closer to our goal of 500 subscribers, so that I can utilize this lovely community tab and interact with you all further. There's links in the description for my Letterboxd, my Rate Your Music, and my Instagram accounts, should you like to be a little bit more intimate in our relationship. I think that's it. Hail physical media, hail OrbitDVD, hail Hammer Horror, and hail Satan. Bye.